what's up everyone? GameDad here, coming at you guys with a showcase of sorts, showing off some of the awesome work that Retro Fighters has been doing in the retro community. And that is through their Retro Fighters Brawler 64 controllers. So I've got the cool neon orange one here, including the smoke gray one here. These are the wired ones, but over at Retro Fighters, they also sent over one of their new wireless ones. Now, this is that awesome, like, watermelon, fantastic color for the N64. This is the same thing as the other ones, but totally wireless. So I'm really excited to check these out, and a huge thank you to Retro Fighters for sending these over for me to do a video about. Now, this video is not sponsored, and all thoughts and opinions are my own, but again, a huge thank you to Retro Fighters for sending these over. I cannot wait to check these out and see how well they work and see if, you know, they stand up to what everyone has been saying online about them, which has been nothing but good things. But first, if you are new to the channel or you just haven't yet, please be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons, as well as that little notification bell so that you get an alert every time I've got a new video coming out. And also be sure to check me out on social media at GameDad Show across Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Now let's go ahead and dive in and check out the Brawler 64 wired and wireless controllers from Retro Fighters. Alright, now before we dive into actually checking out what it's like to play with, you know, the Retro Fighters Brawler 64, I thought I'd do a little unboxing. Now, these I've had for a while now, and they are obviously unboxed. These are the wired ones. But I do still have in box the new wireless one. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. Got some pretty nice feeling packaging, nice material. Open it up on the inside, and what do we got? We have a few things. Let's see. We've got a nice Type-C cable here. Love me some Type-C cables. That is awesome. We have the actual controller itself right there. Then we have the wireless dongle for it, and this actually has the memory card slot in it. Then we got the quick start instruction manual. Awesome. Basically, you know, plug it in, good to go. And then they also sent some feelies. So we get a little Retro Fighters little 8-bit style keychain right there. That's pretty neat. Go ahead and set that to the side. Now, this feels very solid. It doesn't feel like cheap plastic. I mean, it's light, but that's just because there isn't really anything to it. In order for it to be heavier, they'd have to add some artificial weight to this, which obviously that would not make sense. So that's kind of nice. Now holding the controller, oh yeah, that feels really nice. This stick right here, I mean, I want to click it because, you know, joysticks click now. But overall, that is a really nice feeling joystick. It doesn't feel like complete and utter trash like a regular Nintendo 64 joystick. And then just all throughout here, the buttons are nice. I would say I'd like it if they were a little more rounded. All of these buttons have a completely flat face to them. So there is no profile to these whatsoever. But they feel nice, they feel responsive. And yeah, I mean, I like that. That's good triggers, good bumpers. You got your left and right bumper, and then your triggers are actually your Z button. You know, no more trident right here. You have that right there. Now, a big difference between the wireless and the wired is the memory card slot. The wireless one, there isn't one. It is just a controller. The wired one has it built in, just like, you know, the controllers of old. And this feels identical to the wireless one, with the exception of the wireless one being a little bit heavier, and that's just because it's got a battery built into it. But overall, it has the same feel. Again, I wish it was, you know, a little more rounded profile to the buttons, but overall, it feels really nice. So we are going to go ahead and play some games with these and see how they feel, and if it feels intuitive playing a game with these. Alright, so here we have the Retro Fighters wireless controller, and this is the Brawler 64 wireless, and I love the feel of this controller. If I had one complaint though, it would be how flat this is on the top. I really like beveled buttons. They feel nicer in the hands to me, but overall, this is super nice. As you can see, I'm sitting here playing a modded copy of Mario 64. That way you can do split screen co-op, but it works. I plugged in the little dongle for it, and it just dove right in. What's really nice too, it's got that Type-C charging on it, and it allows you to be able to use the controller wired with other things as well. So I like playing on original hardware. I mean, the Switch is great, and I have, you know, all these games on Switch with the All-Star Collection, but overall, I mean, this is an excellent experience. It does exactly what it should. And then if we move on to the wired one, I got that sweet orange one right here. Go through, boom, controlling Luigi. There are no issues of any kind. And again, it just works. The triggers feel super nice. The buttons feel really nice. I just don't like the more hard edges that are on them. I prefer more of a rounded edge. But overall, I mean, look at that. I hit the button, it works. Excellent. It is a very nice gameplay experience, and I would definitely recommend these. So there you have it, everyone. That is checking out the wireless and wired controllers from Retro Fighters. That is the Brawler 64, and honestly, this is probably my new favorite N64 controller. It is so comfortable in the hands. It feels just like a modern controller, but if I had one complaint, it's that these buttons are so flat. It is a completely flat profile, like they were just milled right off the top. There's no rounding to it, and over time, I could see me getting a little bit of hand fatigue with that. However, I will say that it was very plug and play. You plug it in, you hit the start button, it works. That's it. You are good to go, and you can just have a blast playing whatever games you want with it that, you know, are N64 compatible. So once again, huge thank you to Retro Fighters for sending over those controllers for me to check out. I definitely appreciate being able to share my thoughts and opinions about these products with everyone. Now, if you liked today's video, please let me know down in the comments below. And while you're down there, please be sure to also hit those like and subscribe buttons, as well as that little notification bell so that you get an alert every time I got a new video coming out. And if you are interested in helping to support the channel and the videos that I make, please be sure to check out my Patreon at patreon.com/GameDadShow. Or if you're looking for more of a one-off kind of thing, please be sure to check out my merch over at tpublic.com/GameDadShow. Now, as always, I'm GameDad. I thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you later.